Hello, so this video is going to be how I cook a turkey dinner. It's not going to be like specific recipes, more like how I plan the week ahead, what I do the day before, what I do the day of, and kind of just how I cook the turkey and get everything ready, that sort of thing. So if you're looking for specific recipes, maybe I will share those at another time. I have been told that I make really good stuffing, so maybe one day I'll share my specific stuffing recipe. Also, I think it's important to note that every family kind of has a different way of cooking a turkey dinner. For instance, in my family, we always have pierogies. Ever since I can remember, with any sort of turkey dinner at Christmas or Thanksgiving, we always have pierogies, which I don't think is very common for other families. So I think everybody kind of has different things that they do for their turkey dinner. Also, nobody in my family ever liked cranberry sauce. So cranberry sauce was never really a thing. So Thanksgiving is the second Monday in October in Canada. So it is just about a week until Thanksgiving right now. So people should be starting to prepare. So enjoy. Okay, so about a week before you're going to cook your turkey, you're going to want to figure out how big of a turkey that you need to get, and if you are buying it frozen, you need to buy it soon enough that you have time to thaw it properly. So you can thaw a turkey in the sink with cold water in it and switch it every 30 minutes if you are in a pinch to thaw a turkey a little bit quicker. But the best way to do it is to thaw it in the fridge. And it's about every 4 or 5 pounds. Some things say 4 pounds, some things say 5 pounds, but around there needs 24 hours. So if you're buying a 10-pound turkey, you need at least 48 hours, and so on. So when I have my entire family here, I need to buy like a 20-pound turkey because I have a big family and I like to have a big turkey so that we all have lots of turkey and still have leftovers. This time, I only needed a small turkey, so I got a 10-pound turkey, and it's a little less than 3 days before I'll be cooking it. It's afternoon Thursday, and I'm gonna be cooking it Sunday morning. So I bought my turkey today frozen, and I'm going to get it in the fridge to thaw. You don't want to thaw your turkey too early because once it's thawed, it is only good for a certain amount of time. So you don't want to buy it like 2 weeks in advance and put it in your fridge and thaw it because then it won't be good. But if you need to buy it early, you could also keep it in your freezer until the day that you need to thaw it. I personally don't have a deep freeze at the moment. I just have the freezer that's on our fridge. So it's pretty full and I couldn't fit a turkey in there, so I needed to just buy the turkey on the ideal day to thaw it. But ideally you could just keep it in your freezer and then take it out the day that you need to thaw it. So you're going to want to keep it in its just original wrappings that you bought it in, and then put it in or on something that can just collect anything that thaws off of it. You just want to have something to like collect anything in case there's any like juices or anything. You don't want raw turkey anything in your fridge, so this way it'll just kind of catch it and it'll thaw nice. So I'm gonna put this in the fridge for the next couple days and she should be nice and thawed. Okay, so it is the day before I'm making the turkey and my turkey's still in the fridge thawing. Yeah, she's pretty much thawed, so she should be good to go. And the night before, what I like to do is I like to make the stuffing so that it's ready to go in the morning when you put it in the turkey. As well, I'm going to make buns because I make homemade buns. And there's so much going on the day that you're making the turkey that it's just easier to have the buns over with. So I'm gonna make the buns tonight and the stuffing tonight. So I'm gonna start with the stuffing. I got my bread out and
you need to let the bread sit out for a couple hours, and then once it's a little bit harder, you can cut it into cubes. I then prepare the veggies and cook it over the stove and add poultry seasoning and a potato and chicken broth and mix it all together with the bread, and then I put it in a casserole dish and put it in the fridge overnight to await being stuffed in the turkey. I start the buns earlier in the day so that they have time to rise, and then I put those in the oven to cook so they are ready for tomorrow.
Also, the night before, I like to always make sure I wash my turkey pan because I usually only use it twice, maybe 3 times a year, so it kind of sits in a cupboard for a lot of the year, so it always needs to be washed. So if I wash it the night before, then it's ready to go in the morning.
So I preheat my oven to 350. And it's super important to add a little bit of water to your turkey pan before you put the turkey in. Okay, so you're gonna stick your turkey into the sink, cut off the wrappings, and basically you're going to just wash it with some cold water. You have to make sure that the outside and the inside are washed as well. If there's anything on the inside of the turkey, like the giblets and different parts of the turkey they sometimes put in there, you need to remove those and clean the inside, and then pat it down with paper towel once you are finished washing it. You can then place the turkey into the pan, and then you need to clean and disinfect everything that the turkey touched or could have touched or turkey juice could have splattered to. Basically, you need to use hot, soapy water and clean everything, wipe down everything so that there is no cross-contamination. You then will want to stuff your turkey with your stuffing that you made. If you are not stuffing your turkey, then the stuffing can just stay in the fridge until it's time to put the casserole dish in. But I love the taste of the stuffing with the turkey juices in it, so I love to put my stuffing inside my turkey. And then you can coat the skin of your turkey with whatever you like. We love garlic, so I always put butter and garlic on the skin of the turkey. And then as well, I always sprinkle poultry seasoning on it. And then you will want to cover it with either foil or a lid and place it into the oven covered to start with to make sure that it is cooking thoroughly. Okay, so you want to baste your turkey often so that it's nice and juicy, but you also want to make sure that you don't baste it too much, because if you are constantly opening the oven and taking the lid off, the turkey is going to cook much slower. So I usually let it cook for an hour or 2 to begin with, and then once it kind of starts to smell like turkey, I will baste every 30 minutes. To baste, it's just really quick. You squeeze the juices from the bottom and pour them over top of the turkey to keep it nice and juicy. And then while your turkey is cooking, you can start to prepare everything that you will need to make later on. So the potatoes always take a really long time for me, so I like to get those all ready, and those will be the first thing that I start cooking when I start cooking everything. So I always get those ready first. And then I will cut up all the other veggies and get things like that ready so that when it's time to cook, everything's kind of ready to go. And then when it's time to cook, the first thing that I will make is start the potatoes. And when those are done and I mash them up, I just put them with some foil over top and it stays warm for quite a bit of time. In my family, we always make pierogies, so I make those next and then I keep them in the crock pot on the warm setting to keep those warm.
Okay, so I know that some people kind of have a debate on what temperature you should cook the turkey to. Definitely check the temperature of your turkey and also account for resting time. You should let the turkey rest after you take it out of the oven, and the temperature will actually go up a little bit from resting. So if it's like 165 when you take it out of the oven, it will go up a little bit. I'm always super paranoid about not wanting to feed people anything that isn't cooked properly, so I always make sure it's at least 165 in the oven, and then when you take it out, it usually like will rise up to like 175, 180, but I know there's people that take their turkey out when it's at like 155 because it will go up to 165, but you can do your research and figure out for yourself what temperature you want to cook it to. Also, at the end of cooking the turkey, like half an hour-ish before it's going to be done, I take the lid off, or if you just like did like a tinfoil tent, take that off, and it helps like crisp up and brown the skin of it, so it looks really good and it is tastier.
So as your turkey's resting, you can scoop out the stuffing, and I just put it in a casserole dish that I can put a lid on if I need to keep it warm, or just place it in the oven to keep it warm. And then I will just keep everything covered in foil until it is the exact time to eat and I can get everything else ready, like butter and sour cream and salt and pepper and all that kind of stuff. And then you can carve your turkey and put it on a plate and cover it in foil as well. Last, I will make the gravy because I like to use the turkey juices to make the gravy extra delicious. And now the best part, it is time to eat. So we are going to enjoy this lovely turkey dinner now with all of the stuffing and buns and turkey and deliciousness.
Okay, I hope that you all have a lovely Thanksgiving if it is right now in October for you if you live in Canada, or if you are in the States, then it is in November. And if you are in other parts of the world, you might not even celebrate Thanksgiving, but you might make a turkey at Christmas. So whenever you are watching this, I hope that it goes well and that you have a lovely holiday. Thank you.